Hi, we are participants of Salam International Youth Film Festival and we're here to interview Maria Douza, a filmmaker. So, our first question would be what are your top 4 favorite movies?
You should have warned me. Top 4 favorite movies. Wild Strawberries by Ingmar Bergman. Breaking the Waves by Lars von Trier. Rare Window by Alfred Hitchcock. And trying to think something more contemporary. That's why you see my references are older. But why not? Ugetsu Monogatari by Mizoguchi, the Japanese director Mizoguchi.
Amazing, thank you.
Hi, Miss Maria. So my question is, what inspired you to start your filmmaking career?
Well, I've been watching films from your age. My father is cinephile, he's still alive, and he would take me to the cinema. And at that time, we would watch the first Bergman, the new Bergman movie, the new Tarkovsky movie. Oh, I should have said him in the 4 directors, of course. So we would watch very, very good cinema from all over the world. And not only American, which I also liked, of course, and English. So I grew up from very, very young to love cinema, and I thought, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to tell stories in that way, with this medium. So that, it inspired me because I was watching them from very, very young.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We saw your film Listen in the Yesterday Festival. What was the main message you wanted to share with us?
Through the film. Yes, the message I want to share, and that's why I made the film, is that we are all capable of being good. I have a feeling that we watched too many films that present evil, the ills of this world, which exist, and we cannot deny they're there. But we don't really talk often about the possibility of goodness, the potential we all have to do goodness. So I wanted to make a film that would be about that. That's my intention. I don't know if this will go. Stop. There is a very nice say by an American writer, and she's a novelist, Toni Morrison, and I follow that. She said, evil has a blockbuster audience, while goodness lurks backstage. So I wanted to bring goodness on stage. That's
So my question also about your film, how did you manage sound in your film?
Sound was very complicated. It was a very important part of the film because the film is about a deaf girl.
Yes.
So when you have a deaf character in the middle of the story, you have to somehow deal with how she listens, how she perceives the world. So we tried not only to convey deafness with silence, which we did as well, but also to try and find different ways. So we had to really mix sound effects that would, like underwater sound, some very strange musical frequencies that are also there and play a part, and silences and sounds, and dialogue and quiet, dialogue heard, dialogue not heard. So it was more difficult to edit the sound than it was to edit the picture in this case. So that's how, it took us a long time, and we enjoyed it because that was a challenge.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any upcoming movies, and if so, what they are about?
Yes, I have an upcoming movie. Well, I hope. It's very different from Listen. It's an anti-war film, so it's an anti-war fantasy. I will say very few things about it because it's, spoiler. So it's very dark, unlike my other films, unfortunately, because when you talk about war, you can't be really very light. So it is about a man. It's fantasy, so it's not set in any particular place. So it talks about a man who loses his twin sons, in a war that he supported, he believed was justified and necessary. But when he receives the coffins, they don't contain his sons' bodies. So he sets out to find what happened to his sons, and in his search he understands and realizes what the nature of war is, the evil, and he understands himself, the world, and where he stands now in a new position.
I watched your film yesterday. I will wait for it.
Thank you very much.
Hello. And lastly, what do you think about Salam Festival so far?
Salam Festival.
Yes.
To say what I
What
feel.
do you think?
Yes, I think that I saw 3 or 4 films I think until now. I think that it's a very good selection, amazing selection, very varied. So there are many films that have different subjects, but they all address issues that are important to all of us, not only to young people. So it's very good that they're very universal subjects and not local. And so I feel very honored to be among this good selection of films. And I think it's also wonderfully organized. And we are very well hosted. But I have to make the remark for you guys that I am impressed. You are an audience that is very attentive, respectful, intelligent. You make very good questions and challenging comments and all this. And you made me feel yesterday that the film was seen by a really worthy audience. I was very, very happy.
Thank you. We have one more question left.
And last but not least, we wanted to ask you, what would your advice be for young filmmakers?
Yes, my advice would be to, of course, follow your dreams, and try, but be prepared to work very hard, to try to experience good moments and bad moments, to be prepared to learn. You have to be educated. You become educated in films and many more things, not only films, and be prepared to listen to people that will criticize you, learn from them, and move on. But mostly work. After that, it's guaranteed that you're going to produce something that will be good, honest, and true.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.